to the wild wonders of southern Africa, where you get swept away on a magical safari.
A journey that takes you to places and animals very few have gone before.
Subscribe and join the Wild Wanderer family today.
Hi there guys, welcome back to another episode of the Wild Wonders of Southern Africa. Today I'm taking you to have a look at a brand new book, and it's all about the habitats of Africa. It's written by Ken Behrens, Keith Barnes and Ian Campbell, and it is going to change the way all naturalists have a look at habitats. And it's not just written for scientists or ecologists, it's written for you and me. And this game changer is going to give everyone a cheat sheet how to find birds and mammals in the best places. Now, before I show you some more, let's dive into it. Alright guys, so basically what I want to show you is that this is not your average guiding book. This is more a field guide towards all of the major habitats. Now, I did study ecology, ecotourism management, and with regards to my degree, we had so many different textbooks showing us firstly the soil types, then some of the vegetation types. Then from the vegetation types you can sort of figure out what your small invertebrates are going to be, larger invertebrates, your mammals, your vertebrates, all the way up towards your birds. Everything from the ground up. Now this book is a little cheat sheet. What I mean with that is, if you are looking for specific animal or bird species, if you know the different habitats that they like and prefer, and you know where these habitats are found, you are definitely going to be able to find the families of the birds, the type of mammals, reptiles, amphibians in those areas, and you are going to easily find them and understand why they occur in the areas that they do. Now, before I even go further into the book itself, I want to just read the foreword for you. Now, unlike most books where the foreword is sort of on the back of the book, this one, it forces you to open the book, because most of my textbooks and guiding books, I struggle to open them because it is so tedious to just go through all of the information. It's a little bit too much. But this one, as you open it up to read the foreword, it forces you to dive in deeper, and it is really a wealth of knowledge. So this is a richly illustrated field guide to all of Africa's major habitats, packed with invaluable information to help you understand these habitats and the wildlife that occur with them. With breathtaking wildlife and stunningly beautiful localities, Africa is a premier destination for birders, conservationists, ecotourists and ecologists. This compact, easy to use guide provides an unparalleled treatment of the continent's wonderful diverse habitats. Incisive and up-to-date descriptions cover the unique features of each habitat, from geology and climate to soil and hydrology, and require no scientific background. Knowing the surrounding environment is essential to getting the most out of your travel experience. Habitats of Africa offers quick and reliable information for anyone who wants a deeper understanding and appreciation of the habitats around them. So just a couple of points or bullet points that I've noticed that it also covers, like you can see here. So it starts in the front and goes all the way to the back. But it covers 73 major African habitats, including some oceanic habitats. Features hundreds of color photos of habitats and their wildlife, a wealth of helpful diagrams and illustrations, and a detailed distribution map for each land habitat. Its concise text provides all the information you need to identify and understand habitats anywhere in Africa quickly and accurately. Discuss iconic and indicator species of birds, mammals and plants. It includes in-depth sections on habitat classification, which is basically invaluable for ecologists. There's representative habitat accounts that include a feature describing what you can expect to see and experience in those habitats. Now, this is formatted like a field guide for easy reference, but it's much more. It is much more. So what I want to show you guys is just a little bit about the three authors, Ken, Keith and Ian. So Ken Behrens, let's read a little bit there. He is a professional nature guide whose books include, with Ian Campbell, Charlie Hess and Phil Chown, Habitats of the World, also by Princeton. And I'm going to include at the end some of the other books that sort of in this range, or this series, that you guys can also have a look at, because I mean, if you travel to Africa, you also travel to Asia and to America, and it's amazing to see how much research these guys have done. Keith is a good friend of mine, and he is the reason why I am doing this book review, because he sent me this copy to ask me what do I think of the book. And Keith, I love it. I am so in love with this book, I cannot put it down. Now, Keith is a bird tour leader for tropical birding, whose books include, also with Ken Behrens, Wildlife of Madagascar, and it's also Princeton's Wildlife Guide. And then lastly, the last author is Ian Campbell. He is a professional nature guide and habitat ecologist, whose books include, also with Phil and Ben, Habitats of North America and multiple other bird guides. So guys, let's dive into it. So as you open it up, you're going to see that there's a really nice key here to tell you a little bit about the contents that you'll find, and figures and sidebars. There's an introduction, genesis of the book, how did it begin, why did it begin, what we cover as distinct habitats, and mapping methodology, habitats of the world as a complement to the other global habitats. So when you get this book, you must also get some of the other books, and then the habitats of the world is going to make so much more sense. Then you can see here the taxonomy. So if you are an ecology student, or you are studying anything biology related and it's to do with nature, if you don't have this book, you are definitely shooting yourself in the foot, because this is putting you in another league. So here we go. Types of habitat, boundaries and ecotones. So you can see here from moist to arid to moist again, so you can see how it flows in. Arid habitat outliers along the ridges and moist regions. And what I love is, do you see here how it explains to you how and why the trees are growing taller in certain areas, why the habitat changes. You can see beautiful maps of Africa. This is the topographical map of the region, and this is obviously the political map. Continue. Common canopy leaf types, and I love this. I had this as one of my subjects where we discussed it, and for my biology students, the Cambridge students, this is invaluable. So I hope keep that in mind, but I'm going to definitely utilize this copy as one of my study books in my class, my biology class. You can see the Köppen climate maps, how climate changes, and sort of try and guess, where do you think the equator is, just by looking at the climate maps. It's evident, right? You can see now how it changes and where it goes from tropic to subtropic. Then we can see monsoon forests, savanna, lowland forests. So it gives you a key for everything. Here's some of the biomes of Africa. This one is invaluable if you are really looking at a good map of the biomes of Africa. There's nothing better than this one. All right, let's go on. It just explains to you the different types of biomes: desert and arid shrubs, tropical humid forests, dry deciduous forests, savanna and seasonal moist shrublands, grasslands and steppes, Mediterranean forests, tundras, freshwater habitats, and salt-dominated habitats. So a few videos ago, I showed you guys the video of where I took my family to the mangrove swamps. There we go. Mangrove, specialized forest that grows in tidally flooded coastal areas. How cool is this? All right, let's move on. So about this book, on page 25, so all of the keys are up until here. Then we've got taxonomy, endemic bird areas, useful habitat jargon. So obviously if you are not a scientist and you don't know any of the jargon, this is going to come in handy. So austral, azonal, boreal, desert, edaphic, grassland, halophytic, heath, rainforest, savanna, sclerophyll. I love this. This is what I love. Okay, let's move on. So then the authors also have some acknowledgements here and selected bibliography that you can also go and read up a little bit more, some abbreviations. This is handy, so I think I'm going to have a little bookmark here for some of the abbreviations that I'm not so familiar with. And now, here's our introduction. This is what the sidebar looks like. African endemic bird families. You can see obviously guinea fowls, turacos, flufftails, plovers, secretary bird, mouse birds. I love this. Look at this. Look at the photo. Look at the photo quality. It is just amazing. Now, Northeast Africa. So every region is sort of in their own section. And you can see this is the regional introduction to the northeast of Africa. And here's the habitat. So it's got a scale from cold, dry, fire dependent, hot, wet, fire vulnerable. And here are some of them where they dot in those different sections or selections. This is just on another level. So cool. All right, northeastern section, that's the Horn of Africa over there. And look at that. You can see all of the different biomes in those areas. Okay, tells a little bit more about East Africa. And here's East African habitats, exactly the same structure. Central and North Central Africa, Indian Ocean, and it just continues all the way. Greater Southern Africa, Northern Africa, and it goes to West Africa as well. All right, so then it starts talking a little bit more about the types of trees. You can see conifers. Just want to go through here. We don't really have that many conifers here in the southern parts. But yeah, look at it's just on another level. Okay, deserts and arid lands. Now, what I love is, here's a dendrogram telling you exactly where in Africa you'll find all of our different deserts and the types of deserts. Now, did you know that in southern Africa, we don't just have the Namib desert, it gets split up to the Namib rock desert and the Namib sand desert. Then you have the Karoo. You've got the succulent Karoo and you've got the Nama Karoo. It is so cool. There's so many things that I did not really understand until I see it in this dendrogram. Right, deserts and arid lands. Look at all the different species that you can find here. Oh, I just want to go travel now. It is so cool. I think I missed that one map that I want to show you guys. Where is it now? I think I passed it. Yeah, no, here you go. Right, the effects of world ocean currents on climate. So if you thought that a desert is a desert just because of the fact that there's less rainfall, you're partially right, but that is because of the fact that the ocean currents determine the rainfall. So it's just so cool how everything is interconnected with each other. It is just, I just love this book. I really love this book. Yeah, if you guys go on, you'll notice that there are sought after bird species, mammal species, reptile and amphibian species here. And let's just randomly stop. So this is a warm, humid broadleaf forest. You can see where it's occurring. In a nutshell, lush forest with a tall canopy and complex structure that remains moist and humid throughout most of the year. Okay, you can see the rainfall here. This is what I mean. See? Green-breasted pitta. And obviously one of the biggest birds on this planet to get. Whew. White-necked Picathartus in Ghana. That's definitely on my bucket list. So I hope Keith is going to take me with him one day. But that's just such a cool book. But let's put it down. I just want to tell you guys that this is a brand new publication, and already travelers that have bought it from Amazon have given their reviews. And don't just take my word and think that, okay, now just because Keith is my friend, I'm going to give this book a 10 out of 10, because this is definitely what my opinion is of this book. But have a look. There's quite a few reviews given on Facebook and on Amazon. But also, if you guys are wanting to get it here in South Africa, it seems that a few copies of Habitats of Africa are around in some of the bookstores. But try Exclusive Books if you want to get it there. You can actually order it from any Exclusive bookshop. They will get it for you. But in the description of this video, I will have a link to Princeton's website where you can buy it directly from them, and they do deliver all over the world. It is just, yeah, that easy. But Keith, congratulations. Ken, Ian, this is a fantastic book. I can highly recommend this book to anyone that is just interested in nature. It's almost like a little light bulb is going to switch on when you open up this book to understand why certain species are in certain habitats, and why certain habitats are in certain areas, and how come a small area can have more than one different type of habitat in there. It is so cool. I love this book. It's one of my new favorite books, and I'm going to be traveling with it all over Africa. And I'm hoping that, Keith, you're going to take me with on some of your birding tours, so I can also experience some of these amazing places. And by the way, the majority of these photos were taken by Keith and Ian and Ken. So yeah, I'm super jealous. But yeah, guys, a fantastic book, highly recommended. Go and get your copy now. And that's it for me. Thank you for watching this book review. I'll see you guys in the next one. The last one was 8 years ago, and by the way, we've reached our 25,000 subscriber milestone. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. See you guys in the next one. Bye for now.
Please subscribe to my dad's channel and also watch all of his other videos.